Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The 2025 season for the Los Angeles Dodgers has been anything but predictable. In the span of just 25 games, this star-studded roster has already gone from dominance to disappointment and back again, riding waves of brilliance and frustration. And in the heart of it all stands Shohei Ohtani, a name that carries the weight of expectation like few others in modern sports. When the Dodgers launched into the new campaign with an electrifying 8-game winning streak, the spotlight naturally gravitated toward Ohtani. He wasn't just part of the action. He was setting the tone, dictating the rhythm of the lineup, becoming the force that lifted the team in the absence of Freddie Freeman, who was sidelined with a nagging ankle injury. In that magical early stretch, Ohtani slashed an eye-popping .333 / .459 / .667, crossing the plate 11 times and showing everyone exactly why he's the reigning National League MVP. It felt inevitable, unstoppable. It felt like the Dodgers had found their engine. But the momentum didn't last. In the 15 games since, something has shifted, not just in the team's record, which dipped to a middling 7-8 in that stretch, but in the way Ohtani approaches the game. The numbers tell part of the story. A .226 average, a .304 on-base percentage, and a .403 slugging percentage. Just 7 walks, 21 strikeouts. And yet the numbers alone don't capture the full picture. Watching him at the plate, it's hard not to sense something deeper at play. An invisible tension between instinct and overthinking, between dominance and doubt. Manager Dave Roberts sees it too. There's no panic in his voice, no hint of throwing blame around. But his words are telling. I don't know if he's trying to do something, trying too hard, Roberts admitted, speaking to the LA Times. There's a couple walks he has taken recently, but there's other times where he's getting himself out instead of taking a walk if given to him. It's an intriguing phrase, getting himself out. It suggests something internal, something mental. A battle not against pitchers, but against his own expectations. And maybe that's what's most surprising. Ohtani, for all his supernatural ability, is still human. The evidence was there in Wednesday's loss to the Chicago Cubs. Ohtani stepped to the plate and quickly worked a 2-0 count. That's normally a dream scenario for any hitter, especially one of his caliber. But instead of capitalizing, he chased pitches outside the zone, deviated from his usual patience and discipline. It wasn't the pitcher who beat him. It was a moment of uncharacteristic decision-making. So what's really going on? Part of it might be pressure. Not from the media or fans, but self-imposed. When you're Shohei Ohtani, you don't just want to contribute. You want to carry. You want to be the reason your team wins. And sometimes that desire can cloud the very instincts that make you great. Of course, Ohtani isn't the only reason the Dodgers have hit a rough patch. There are holes to plug all over the diamond. But when he's firing on all cylinders, the ripple effects can mask a lot of the team's imperfections. His return to form isn't just important. It's potentially transformative. Behind the scenes, there's another storyline quietly building. While his bat has taken center stage this season due to his recovery from Tommy John surgery, Ohtani is still working his way back as a pitcher. And the progress there is promising. He's not yet facing live hitters, but bullpen sessions are underway. And most importantly, he's feeling good. There's no sense of rushing, no reckless urgency. Ohtani understands what's at stake. He knows what the Dodgers are trying to protect, not just for this season, but for the future. And he's fully on board with the slow, methodical approach to his recovery. But make no mistake, he's itching to return to the mound. That part of his game is not just an accessory. It's part of his identity. It's part of what makes him the most unique talent baseball has seen in a century. And maybe that's what makes his current slump at the plate so fascinating. Because it's happening in a vacuum. He's not able to take the ball every fifth day and dominate from the rubber. All the pressure, all the focus, all the identity. Right now, it's concentrated entirely in his bat. And that changes the psychology of everything. The reality is, slumps happen, even to MVPs, especially to MVPs trying to do it all. But with Ohtani, every at-bat carries more weight. Every game feels like a referendum. That's the double-edged sword of superstardom. And yet, buried beneath the surface of the recent struggles is a larger truth. He's still getting on base. He's still making adjustments. And maybe, just maybe, this lull is the prelude to something bigger. Maybe what we're seeing right now isn't decline. Maybe it's evolution. Maybe the man who broke barriers and shattered records is in the process of rewriting what his greatness looks like again. And when he does find that rhythm, when his timing snaps back into place and the ball starts flying off his bat with that unmistakable sound, the conversation will shift. The questions will fade. The Dodgers, flawed as they may be, will become something else entirely. Because when Shohei Ohtani is right, the game bends to his will. And if you think this is the end of the story, you haven't been paying attention. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, one of the most feared sluggers in baseball, just made a seismic move that's shaking the very foundation of Major League Baseball. In what's already being called one of the most shocking trades in recent memory, Pete Alonso is heading to the Los Angeles Dodgers. And make no mistake, this isn't just a trade, it's a power surge of epic proportions. The kind of deal that sends front offices scrambling, fans buzzing, and rivals trembling. Because when the Dodgers make a move like this, they don't just add a player. They make a statement. Let's not forget who we're talking about here. Pete Alonso isn't just another bat in the lineup. He's a game changer, a two-time home run derby champion, a face of the Mets franchise, and a player who's made Citi Field erupt countless times with jaw-dropping moonshots. Since entering the league in 2019, Alonso has been a wrecking ball. A rookie record 53 home runs in his debut season, over 200 career bombs by the age of 30. And now, he's swapping the bright lights of New York for the even brighter stage of Los Angeles. The details of the deal are still fresh, but early reports confirm this is historic. The Dodgers gave up a massive haul, prospects, major league-ready arms, maybe even a starting position player or two, but that's the price of elite power in today's game. And no team in baseball knows how to go all in quite like the Dodgers. They saw a chance to supercharge their lineup, and they took it. Boldly, decisively, in classic Hollywood fashion, Alonso joins a team already bursting with talent. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani. Now, add Pete Alonso to that mix, and it's almost unfair. This isn't just a lineup. It's a gauntlet, a murderer's row for the modern era. Pitchers won't just fear the Dodgers, they'll dread them. Because every single inning could be a nightmare. Every mistake, a three-run homer waiting to happen. For Alonso, the move is bittersweet. He's always been a Met at heart. The guy who embraced the city, who played with passion, who wasn't afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve. He gave Mets fans hope when the team was stuck in neutral. He brought energy, charisma, and a whole lot of pop to Queens. But now, he's trading pinstripes for Dodger blue. And with that comes a whole new chapter. A new coast, a new fan base, and perhaps, finally, the deep postseason run he's been waiting for. Because let's face it, the Mets, despite all the talent and all the money spent, just couldn't get it done. The 2024 season was another frustrating mix of underperformance and what-ifs. And Alonso, entering the final year of his contract, became the most valuable trade chip they had. The front office knew it. The fans feared it. And now it's real. Pete Alonso is gone. But what the Dodgers are getting isn't just a big bat. They're getting a presence, a leader, a guy who knows what it means to grind through a long season and still swing with menace in September. They're getting a player who, on the biggest stage, wants the moment, lives for it, thrives in it. Alonso has always had that rare combination of humility and swagger. He doesn't seek the spotlight, but finds him. And now, in LA, that spotlight's going to be even hotter. From a strategic standpoint, this move is genius. The Dodgers aren't just loading up for October. They're redefining how teams build around power. Alonso gives them right-handed thunder to balance the lineup. He protects Freeman. He deepens the order. And more than that, he sends a clear message to the rest of the league. LA is all in. Again, still, this deal also sparks a major shift in the National League. The balance of power just tilted west. The Padres, Giants, Braves, they all have to adjust. Because when the Dodgers go nuclear like this, it changes everything. It's not just about 2025, it's about setting the tone for years to come. Alonso isn't a rental. The buzz is he's already talking extension. Long-term, big money, big goals, championships, legacy. As for Mets fans, the pain is real. Watching a homegrown star get traded is never easy, especially one like Alonso, who embodied so much of what they loved about their team. His grit, his fire, his connection with the fans. But baseball is a business, a brutal one. And when your team is retooling, sometimes the biggest names are the first to go. The Mets are betting on the future, on prospects, on flexibility, on the hope of building something sustainable. But in the short term, it hurts. Meanwhile, Dodgers fans are in full celebration mode. This is more than just a transaction. It's a triumph, a flex. Another reminder that in the City of Angels, stars don't just shine, they explode. And with Alonso now in the fold, the fireworks are only beginning. His power, his presence, his passion, it's all coming to Chavez Ravine. And come October, it could be the difference between heartbreak and history. Pete Alonso to the Dodgers isn't just a headline. It's a turning point for the player, for the franchises involved, for the entire league. Because in this era of baseball, where home runs reign supreme and contenders never sleep, a move like this changes the game. Literally. So buckle up. Because if Pete Alonso with the Mets was a problem, Pete Alonso with the Dodgers, that's a nightmare. For everyone else. For LA, it's a dream come true. The kind of dream that ends with champagne, confetti, and a trophy held high under the California sun. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.